Hello everyone, and you thought we were done? We are not. This is another buff breakdown. I did mention at the end of the final video from yesterday of the campaign that there was a chance that we could get more today with the start of the Guda Guda rerun, and we did, but definitely not a servant I was expecting to cover today. Honestly, of all the servants from this event, I feel like she needed the buff the least, but we do indeed. You're not seeing it wrong. We are seeing a Izumo buff. Yes, Izumo no Okuri, the single target caster, the best single target caster, mind you. So I don't see any other buffs. Maybe they'll do some more later, but this is what we have. So yeah, let's see what we have here. So it's a buff to her first skill. So previously on a 7-turn cooldown, she herself got 30% quick at Buster for 3 turns, and then a dodge for 2 times 3 turns. Not too shabby, I want to say. Obviously the cooldown is pretty high, but you know, she obviously had a way to reduce cooldowns as well on her 3rd skill, so it wasn't really all that terrible, I want to say. Not the best, but certainly not the worst either. So let's see what they changed. So on the topic of the cooldown, now on a 6-turn cooldown, so yes indeed the base cooldown came down 1 turn. All the effects besides that I just listed remain the same, but then we have 1 new light, so now all allies get 20% MP damage for 3 turns. So I guess they were, you know, really wanting to add more AoE MP damage, especially after yesterday's buff, so here we are, and now the skill suddenly is really good. Wow, because again, it's effectively 5 turns of cooldown with the 3rd skill target on herself. So it went from a, you know, whatever to bad uptime to whatever to good uptime. Wow, what a difference. And maybe it's not the biggest change ever, but you know, now she has another damage buff that she didn't have before that is multiplicative to her other damage buffs as well. So obviously she's just gonna be that much better again. And again, I'm just a bit, you know, confused because I was giving them so much praise for the buffs on the campaign because they were all for servants that were weak, but this one, yeah, I guess they changed their mind with the event rerun again, because like I was saying, I feel like Izumo needed the buff the least of all the servants from this event, but there it is anyway. So on our caster tier list this year, we had her on a very solid A+, and with this, I'm still a bit hesitant to move her to the EX tier, but yeah, I think I'll just keep her at A+ for now. If anything, this solidifies her there even more. Maybe you could say she could be EX. She's definitely still the best single target caster even before this buff, so yeah, take it how you will, I suppose. There you go, Izumo buff. Definitely was not on my bingo card today, I'll tell you that much. So a pretty short buff breakdown there, but yeah, cool, I guess. I mean, more buffs are still welcome, even if they're not always the most deserving of all the servants. But yeah, I like Izumo, so I can't be too mad regardless. So on that note, if you enjoyed this video, do me a solid and press the thumbs up button on it. It really helps out, and do subscribe not to miss out on future videos, because this event will be running for 3 weeks. There is a chance we could see more buffs down the line, maybe a week or 2 in, you never know. And of course, more tier list on the way. On that topic, by the way, in case people haven't seen my weekly streaming schedule, we are actually going to be covering the low star servants before the extra class golds. So apologies to those that want to see the extra golds immediately, but you're going to have to wait a couple of weeks because we're going to do the low stars in 2 parts starting this week. But yeah, we figured it's best to end on something more hype than something that's maybe not the most hypest thing ever. So hope you understand. Shout out to my patrons on the screen right now, and Suit for being a big YouTube tier member supporter, and see you on the next video. Bye.